Let me explain a program to toggle LED using MSP430. And here you can see the first line include MSP430 family version .h is being used. This is the header file which is used in order to include the device into our program file so that MSP430 related registers could be accessible in our program so that we can use those registers. Then coming to the next line, void main void. So within the main function only we can execute the statements and all other functions. So we are going to have a main function here. And in the first line we have got a volatile integer I. So I is defined as integer and it is of variable type. Because we are going to use a for loop later on to create a delay, there we are going to use the variable I. So volatile here indicates the variable. And then coming to the next line, watchdog control register is equal to watchdog password OR with watchdog hold bit. So this will stop the watchdog timer. Why do we want to stop the watchdog timer? It is because we are using infinite loop, which watchdog timer will not enable us to use it. Watchdog timer will reset if the software enters the infinite loop. So we do not want watchdog timer to be used here. So we are going to use a password, watchdog password, along with that watchdog hold bit. So by making watchdog hold bit 1, we are stopping the watchdog register. So watchdog control register is put with a proper password, which is 5A, followed by 1 to the watchdog hold bit so that we can stop the watchdog timer. Then coming to the next line here, P1 direction 1 is made 1. That is, we are going to use LSB with 1. Port 1 with the LSB bit of it is being converted into an output port. So you can program any port line by making the direction register with a particular bit 1. So port 1.0 has now become an output port. Now we are using while loop here with 1. While with 1 will take the while loop into infinite loop. Instead of while loop, you can also use for within the common bracket 2 semicolons, so that also you can create an infinite loop. Here in the first statement under the while loop, you are ORing the port 1 out LSB bit with 1, so that you are going to have port 1 LSB bit with 1. Because LED is connected to port 1.0 and you are sending 1, LED will glow. Then in the next statement we have got here the for loop being created, so that for loop will introduce a delay. I value is made 0 followed with 5000, so that for loop will run with the value of I equal to 0 till I value becomes 5000. So much of delay is introduced after LED is switched on. Again, in this statement, we are going to have P1 out NANDed with 1. Earlier, P1.0 was 1. Now the same bit is NANDed with 1 in the sense P1 LSB bit is going to be cleared, so that LED which is connected to this port line will be switching off. Once the LED is switched off, again we are calling the delay, so that the LED being in off position for an amount of time equivalent to the delay value. So you are switching on and calling the delay, you are switching off and calling the delay, thereby you are calling the, you are actually toggling the LED. Thank you so much.